Do your pentatonic solos not sound like what you hear on your favorite records? Do you feel like you have the pentatonic scale down, but it just doesn't sound all that musical? In this video, I'm going to show you how adding one note to the pentatonic scale will instantly make your solo sound more musical, more creative, and more like all of your favorite recordings. In my 30 years of teaching, I've helped thousands of students expand their pentatonic vocabulary with what I'm about to show you. When I learned to add this note to all of my pentatonic shapes, it really leveled up my soloing. So what I'm talking about is turning the major pentatonic and the minor pentatonic into the major blues scale and the minor blues scale. So let's get this straight up front. Anytime you're playing the pentatonic scale, major pentatonic or minor pentatonic, you can add this note to your shapes and get new sounds, new patterns, and it will make your playing sound a whole lot less vanilla. And a bonus is you can gain speed, as adding this note will give you 3 notes on some strings instead of 2. Anytime you play the pentatonic scale, you can add this extra note and turn it into the blues scale. In the minds of most pros, these two scales are exactly the same thing. They're completely interchangeable. I'm going to start with our main landmark pentatonic scale shape, shape number 1. I'm going to play it at the 12th fret, which is E minor, because my index finger is on E, or G major, because my pinky is on G. So this is the E minor or G major pentatonic. I want to quickly emphasize the importance of this relative major, relative minor relationship. Everything we are talking about today will work for major keys or minor keys. By adding this magical blue note, which happens in 2 places on this shape, it really will level up your pentatonic game. So the first place the blue note occurs is on the A string. This gives you 3 half steps in a row. Then I continue on the scale, and the next time this note appears is on the G string. So these 2 notes are the exact same note, 1 octave apart. So here's the E minor, G major blues scale in full. So I'm going to first demonstrate the sound of this over an E minor backing track. 2 side notes. Notice how the extra tension created by the blue note adds a new dimension to the sound of the pentatonic scale. The other bonus is having 3 notes on some strings instead of 2 gives me access to some faster runs. And here's what that exact same shape sounds like over a G major backing track. Now let's look at our other landmark shape, shape number 4. The root notes for shape number 4 are on the A string. My index finger is on the note E on the 7th fret. My pinky is on the note G on the 10th fret. This is the other landmark pentatonic shape of the G major or E minor pentatonic scale. So on this shape, the extra note gets added on the D string and on the B string. When I'm using shape number 4, I usually shift my index finger up 1 fret when I get to the B string, instead of playing that note with my middle finger. And the main reason I do this is so that I can get access to that blue note. Here's what shape number 4 of the blues scale sounds like. So before we jump into where the blue note is located on the diagonal extensions, I need to take a minute to talk about string bends. Knowing the location of the blue note within a pentatonic shape gives you the best bending note. So first, in shape number 1, there was a blue note located on the 15th fret of the G string. That means I could bend the 14th fret, this note that's held by my ring finger, a half step or a whole step to the next note of the pentatonic. Or really, I can bend it anywhere in between. There are 2 takeaways from this. 1, you can be more expressive with this particular bending note because you have more options. And 2, you don't have to be as precise with your bends. If I bend the B string or the high E string, I have to bend it precisely a whole step. If I bend one of those notes flat, that is not a good sound. So this magical bending note is in the same place on shape number 1, whether you're using it as a major pentatonic or a minor pentatonic. It is always the note that your ring finger would play on the G string. So the best note to bend in shape number 4 is the note that your ring finger plays on the B string. Because the blue note would be here, I can bend this 10th fret of the B string up a half step or a whole step to match the 7th fret on the high string. Again, because you can bend this note up a half step or a whole step, you can be more expressive with it, and you don't have to be as precise with the bend. On shape number 4, if you bend the high E string, you need to bend it precisely 2 frets. The G string is not a great bending note on this shape because the next note in the scale would be 3 frets higher. And a 3-fret bend is very difficult. You rarely hear guitar players play that. Now let's talk about the diagonal extensions. For a deeper dive into the 2 landmark shapes and their diagonal extensions, I'll leave a link in the description to my video on those shapes. So shape number 1 was located at the 12th fret. The diagonal extension always starts 2 frets below the lowest note of shape number 1. So I go put my index finger on the 10th fret and I start these extensions. Now, the blue note is easy to find in the diagonal extensions because it is right where the slide occurs. Shape number 4 was located here at the 7th fret. So to get the diagonal extensions for shape number 4, I'd move back 2 frets to the 5th fret, and now I go across 3 strings. And here's my slide on the D string. I go up 2 more strings. And the second slide is here on the B string. So for shape number 4, the blue note also gets added where those slides are. So now let's look at the landmark shapes of the pentatonic scale and their diagonal extensions and add the blue note to each of those. So first, shape number 1 here at the 12th fret. So I get these nice little bursts of notes when I have 3 notes on a string. I can use hammer-ons and pull-offs to play little quick flutters. Okay, so shape number 1's diagonal extensions start 2 frets back, so on the 10th fret, and the diagonal extensions with the blue scale note added look like this. And I can finger that in multiple ways. Shape number 4 starts here at the 7th fret. And I get that blue note on the D string and here on the B string. So that blue scale note on both of those shapes gives us the best bending note. So on shape number 1, the blue scale note was on the G string at the 15th fret, so that 14th fret is a great bending note. I can bend a half step, or a whole step, or anywhere in between. And the same with the 10th fret of the B string. That is by far the best bend note on shape number 4. So the best bend note on shape number 1 is here on the G string. The best bend note on shape number 4 is on the B string. So shape number 4's diagonal extensions start here at the 5th fret. And again, I get that blue note on the D string and on the B string. And I love this little top fragment here. So shape number 1 also repeats in open position. This is the exact same thing I did at the 12th fret, but it's going to look a little bit different. If I add the blue scale note to that, so Hendrix used this shape a lot, Stevie Ray Vaughan, and a lot of classic rock riffs are in this shape of E minor blue scale. So now I'm just going to freestyle all up and down the neck using all of those shapes. So you can see how adding this one simple note to your pentatonic vocabulary will take your solos from boring and vanilla to sounding more like what you hear on all of your favorite records. But now you really need this simple hack to take your playing to the next level.